Hello, good morning, our wonderful listeners. Good morning from wherever you are listening from. Welcome to our morning ride at Praise Miss Radio. And you can hook up with us this morning on social media handles Facebook and Instagram. Praise Miss Official is the name. And this morning with me here, I have a wonderful brother and colleague and a friend of mine here, and we'll be talking about something very, very important. But before that, I would want him to introduce himself. Sir,
Okay, hello viewers, hello listeners. Welcome to Praise Mix Radio. My name is Greg, and I'll be joining Temple this morning to do this. So welcome.
all right, thank you and welcome. So, this morning we want to briefly look at uh, what success is all about. What success is all about, and how we can succeed in life. So, Mr. Greg, can you tell us your understanding of what success is all about?
Okay, thank you. Um, Let me start by saying that success means many things to different people. Okay, so you might have your own definition of success, but let me say, in my own opinion, it's just you setting a goal and achieving that goal by time. So for me, that is success. All right. And I also say that success is a journey. So you may not really wait until the eventual completion of that task. So at a time, as you move towards the end, the end. So as you journey towards that end, every of your steps, every steps covered, it's something, it's success. So at the end of the day, when you eventually complete the whole of the steps, that is also success. But permit me to also say that it still doesn't end there. All right? It doesn't end there. You'll be surprised at the end of that road, that is success. There's something else will come up again that will need you to keep moving, as in achieve other successes. So for me, success is just setting a goal at a point in time and achieving it. So that is success for me.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for that. You say success is what setting a goal and achieving that goal. So I also want to ask this, like based on what you say, you say that success is not only when someone must have come to the end of the particular goal, that every step they make is a success. Now,
Yes.
based on that, a lot of people say that maybe success is measured at the end of someone's life.
Mm.
I don't know. What do you have to say about that? Is it true that to know someone that is successful is at the end of the person's life, or maybe when the person must have gotten to the peak of their goals and maybe all that they set for themselves? Is it when we call and when we say, okay, this person has really succeeded in life?
Okay, let me start with this using the story of this man, the founder of KFC. Okay, his last name is Sanders. Okay, so he is a founder of KFC. When he started his journey, he had many failures. He had many of them. But then the good thing about this man is that he started this Kentucky Fried Chicken. I think he was over 60 years old when he eventually started, and then he achieved something that today KFC has become a global name or a household name all over the world. So if one has to wait till the end of his or her life for them to accrue success to him, no, I wouldn't say that. Okay? So the fact that this man never gave up, even when he had many failures, it is also, for me, it is something that I can I can relate success to. And so all of these small tasks, small movements until eventually he was able to achieve something with KFC. It's something. Okay? So why one is alive and then eventually at the end of one's life, then all of these things will be the world might now look at it again and say, okay, what kind of man is this? Or do you want to check a man in the Bible that had a bountiful harvest? All right? For him, it was success. All right? And he said to himself that, oh, look at my greatness. Look at my achievement. Oh, tonight, oh, what I'm going to do is tomorrow or so, I'm going to pull down this barn and build a bigger one so that all of this, my great harvest, can just be stored there. And he never acknowledged God. Yes, for him, it was success. But then, the one who made him, the Almighty God, said, look at this fool, that tonight your soul will be required of you. And that was all for this man.
Wow, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I think from what you just said now, I've been able to grab something from that. From what you just said, so it means that for one, when it comes to success in life, maybe trying and failing doesn't mean failure. When you try something, you fail, it doesn't mean you have failed, because those failures are the thing that if you don't give up, they are the thing that will definitely push you to your success. And I've noticed that all the successful people that I know and I've heard of, none of them tried once and succeeded. They all failed many times. We know about electricity, and the man invented bulb that tried is it 999 times, and on the so imagine such determination. He didn't give up. Like, he tried and tried and tried and tried, and I believe when he tried, he failed, he learned a lesson.
Yes.
And moved on. So he didn't interpret it as failure. He only interpreted it as a lesson to him and not a failure.
Yes.
So I think here is all about our personal interpretations of what success is all about and what failure is all about. So to a lot of people, failure to them is when they do something and did not succeed in that particular thing at that time. They think that they have failed. Why to some people they see it as they did not actually get it correct. Maybe it's for a lesson. So they learn their lesson from their mistakes and move on. That's what they attribute or define success as, and that could be the difference between success and failure. Another thing I want to ask is a lot of people say something like success is all about having money. Some people think that once we talk about success and want to be successful in life, a lot of people's mindsets go to getting money, being rich, having all the wealth in life and all the pleasures of life, and that's their own definition of success. So what have you to say about that? Because I know that you must have heard something like that too.
Yes, I do. I have. Okay, the truth of the matter is, like, so let's compare great men. Yes, the ones we know as the likes of Mahatma Gandhi, the likes of Nelson Mandela, the likes of Mother Teresa, and there's just many of them. Okay, my question is, how rich are they, as in materially, as in money wise? But then these people are able to command, apart from respect, they were able to command the number one citizens in any country on this face of the earth. Okay, it's not as if they have the whole money. They're not even, if they count as in the 10th richest in the whole world, 100 richest in the whole world, you can't mention any of these ones. But then they have influence. Okay, and their names are still ringing bell even today, but then they are not as if they have the money. It's just a mindset actually, and people need to understand that money actually is not success. Okay, but there's no how you'll be successful that these things won't come to you. It will come to you. It's just normal. There's no how it will not come. But then the focal point will not be that it is all about the money, because if it is all about the money, then eventually some priorities will be misplaced. All right? Some things will really go wrong in the sense that you want to harm others to get the money. Okay? You want to achieve this money by every means, and then you will go off the normal course you're supposed to tread on. Okay? So money is not all about success, but then success is all about, it connects to these things will come to you.
Okay, thank you so much for all of that. You've really helped us and opened our eyes to a lot of things this morning when it comes to success. And we've talked about what success is all about, and I think people can clearly understand what success is all about when we talk about success. And I want to ask, I know about I know we've heard even in books, and the people always talk about the 4 Ds of success, the things you must do, and the four, let me say, the 4 Ds of success.
Okay.
And then I know if we should elaborate that, we'll get up to 10 Ds when it comes to success, because a lot of them are there.
Okay.
So, and I would want us to give them the 4 Ds also of success, and maybe talk little about all of those 4 Ds. And we all know it, like number
Yes.
one, desire,
yes.
determination, diligence, and discipline.
Okay.
And many people will say determination and a lot of that.
Yes,
So
dedication.
dedication,
just keep
all
adding
of
to
all of the D's.
Okay.
A demand is here too, because
Agree.
you must place a demand in life.
Yes.
But let's just major on the 4 while we find how to put in the other ones. Let them be attached to the main 4 that we'll be talking about this morning. So the number 1 is the desire. The desire.
Yes.
So this desire, what is desire all about?
Okay, I will just simply put it, drive. Okay, drive. I will just put it that way. That's something that is pushing you to get something. So how strong is it? How big is it? How small it is? But then something is just in the inside and it's telling you that you need to go and get this. So I'll put that simply as the drive.
And desire can also be called to want, to desire, to demand something, like want.
Yeah.
To demand for something. So that's what desire. That's the first thing. Desire or want or drive. So under that drive, we get another D too, and demand. That's another D. So we have a lot of these there.
Yes.
So the second is determination.
Okay, so when eventually you make up your mind to go for that thing, so you've decided, okay, you've determined, all right, so it's just as if that nothing can then pull you backward anymore. So
that is a decision.
A decision you've made to go for that, which that drive or that desire.
To make up your mind
make up your mind
about it.
Okay, let me go for it. So I think that for me is determination.
Okay, so the first one is what? Desire.
Yes.
That is to want something or to demand something. Then the second, determination. That is to make up your mind about what you want or what you desire. So the third thing is that you do what? Diligence. That is diligence.
Yes. So diligence for me is just like, okay, things have to be in place. Okay. So committing to yourself or committing to that thing, I think, even when there will be obstacles on the road, Even when the mommy and daddy will say, no, this is not the way you should go, but then it's a good path. So it is just against all odds is to go for it. Okay? The wind will blow you, the rain will fall on you, and just make up your mind that you are committed to this thing. And eventually you keep moving with when you fall down, you stand up again and keep moving. Okay, that's for me. Simply put, diligence.
So the last one is discipline.
Okay. You don't need to sleep too much. Okay. You don't need to eat too much. I'm just trying to break it down as in these aspects of discipline. Now you need to read every day, like probably 30 minutes daily or 1 hour daily, or at a particular time of the day, and you ensure that at this point of the day you must be there. Okay, so it's not even convenient for you, but then for the fact that for discipline's sake, you just have to make sure that this is it. Okay, some people that are working on their weight, it isn't convenient for them to eat some of those people, for the fact that they've made up their mind and they are diligent about it, that for me to achieve this weight loss or this weight gain, this is it for me. Okay, they're working out, the kind of food they eat, the kind of, sometimes it's not convenient, palatable at all, but then for discipline's sake, they just have to stick to it, to the plan, and then
Wow. Thank you so much.
thank
So
you.
the 4 Ds that we talked about this morning, to desire it, that is to want something or to
Yes.
place a demand of something or in life.
Yes.
Then the second thing is that you must be determined.
Yes, sir.
And you must be determined to do what? To get what you want.
Yeah.
Then the third thing is what? Diligence, what has to do with commitment. That which you want and you have made up your mind to get it, then you have to be diligent and committed to it.
Yeah.
So sometimes some people may try once and quit.
Mhm.
So, but it's diligence that will keep you to do it and fail and still go back to it again.
Exactly.
Then the last has to do with what? Discipline, self-control, character, and knowing what to do and doing it when you know you're supposed to do it. That is what discipline is all about. So okay, we'll be coming to the end of the program this morning, success, and we are so glad that you are there listening to us even this morning. I'm so grateful to have you all listen to us and have a wonderful colleague and brother here with me this morning. And before we go, don't forget this is Praise Miss Radio, and you can hook up with us in our social media handles: Praise Miss Official, Facebook and Instagram, and also like and share. And you can also hook up with me in my own personal social media handles: Facebook Aaron Kelechi, and on Instagram Aaron_Tempo_KC. And you can also call me personally for your questions or chat me up on WhatsApp on this number 08061531369. 08061531369. I'll be so glad to hear from you. Mr. Greg, can you drop your social media handles too,
Okay.
in case they want to reach you?
All right, on Facebook is Greg Chibuzo Opara. Okay, Greg Chibuzo is one word, then Opara is another word on Facebook. I think that's okay for now.
Okay. Bye and see you next time. God bless you.